Good morning, everyone. Everyone looks really good, coming on time. Thank you very much. I really and truly appreciate that. Showing, what is it exactly? Showing what? What should I say? Respect. Discipline, dedication, all that is for you. For me is respect. Show me respect so that I can do more for you. If you don't show me respect, then there is nothing for you. Even if I will do something, you will not. It's just we are spending the time because you have paid, and this space is filled with negativity. No respect, you get nothing. Simple rule in life. I mean, I'm sure you guys also expect the same, right? Or it's like I'm saying something very alien. You have heard it first time. I'm sure you must have said the same thing to your family members and to the people who work for you in all areas of life. But you have to become that person also who can be respected. Don't just ask for people to do it. And you should know what you provide and what you offer. Pull back. Simple. And that's the only way. That's the only way. Just pull back. If it is not valued, take it back. If it is valued, give it more. Simple rules of life. And that's why being grateful is very, very important. So there is one movie which I have watched, and I have asked all the people in YKs to especially watch it first and see their reaction. Now all the KAIZENers can also watch. We just watched it last week. I mean, not we just watched it, so don't think like we watched it together. No one has such time. Even I watched it in 3 installments. It's called 84, what is it? Churning Crossroad. Churning Crossroad. 1984 Churning, not 1984, it's 84. 84. It's a address, it's a place. Watch that, beautiful movie. Why that movie is great for your brain. It's very enlightening to your mind, and it's very it will actually make you believe that everything. I don't know what is your what is the evaluation of your company or your house or your car. I don't know what's your net worth, but I can guarantee you that none of us in this room, one can be a billionaire or one can be just in couple of thousands. None of us in this room is actually at that level where it is that we don't have enough food to eat. We don't live in that time actually anymore. Or we don't have clothes to wear, or we cannot buy a new book to read, or we cannot watch something new. We don't live in such time anymore, and we don't have those problems anymore. But people have actually lived with such problem. I will explain one problem before we start our discussions. So, I mean, actually, since it's a discussion, so I can discuss it with you about it. I don't want to share a lot about me in this program, but there are few things which actually not pushes me, I would say, but encourages me that I should share little bit so that people understand where they are and how actually I'm sure many other people have reached where they have reached in their lives. So I'm talking about this movie. When you will watch it, you will understand that. I mean, but that's a movie, but I'm telling you something about from my real life. They will share with you. I was 16 years old when I went to Bombay first time. And I went to Bombay first time just for one magazine. In the same magazine, I appeared on the cover page when I turned 21. I took a train. It was 5:30 p.m. train. I reached Bombay 7:30 a.m. Dadar. Took another local from there, I exactly don't remember, but yes, I took a local to Andheri. Then from Andheri, I came to the wrong location. Then from there, I took a bus to go to Bandra. I reached Bandra. Palinaka, there was a small stall where these magazines second hand, and it cost me somewhere around 150 rupees. I took that. I had my lunch at VT, took another train in the evening, came back to Bhopal. That was the first time ever traveled out of Bhopal. I was scared, I was terrified, I did not have money, but that was my passion. So when you talk to me, you're not talking to a normal person, you're talking to all that build-up of those years, that fire. Of course you will get burned. So don't come that close, because you will get burned. Because you're not talking to me only, you're not talking to, if you talk to any passionate person, I'm sorry, the weak people will just pee in their pants. If you talk to at the peak of Mike Tyson or Muhammad Ali, or even right now, if you go to these big names, they will be very normal. But if you actually start triggering them and their passion will come out, you will be terrified. You will be like, what's wrong with them? They're not normal. This person is not normal. Exactly. And those people are not normal. We are not normal. That is true. Do not expect anything which is normal from us. We did not live a normal life. Normal is, how do you define what is normal? Because there is no definition of normal. From my point of view, whatever is majority doing, that is normal. Right? That's the only definition. Because normality changes as per time and situation. Right? So whatever you say, that's not normal because he is different. So whatever is you see in majority people, what they do, that's normal. If you want to be majority, then please do normal things. Don't need to understand the brain, don't need to study this, don't need to do anything hard, don't need to do anything difficult, because you will end up becoming normal. Because that's what normal people do. And that's why they are normal, because they are scared to take chances, risk, put efforts. That's why they are normal. But then, do not cry about any problem or anything in your life. Especially in today's time. Now, I did that when I was 16, maybe 2004, I think 2003 or 4. I don't know. If you count my age, you will be able to know what exactly year it was. It was that time. But what I see now, forget about 16-year-old, which I'm sure you guys will agree to that. And if these are your kids or your family members, please fix that, because this shows their future. Everything what I'm telling you right now, we are not pointing finger at anyone or belittling anyone. But I'm just telling you the future, that how you can judge that which person will do what in the future, because it starts from your subconscious mind. It starts building from your, that 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, your subconscious is built. Then you start giving back to the society and you say like, oh, my kids are like this, or my family members are like that, my friends are like that. Because that's what they have received from the parents and from the society. And that's just start reflecting in their personality. Very first thing which I have noticed is when it comes to, I'm sure you must have grown up maybe the same way, or some of the younger, now it's just getting worse. They will not open their mouth properly to talk. They will not walk properly. I can tell you. If anyone does that, please change it. I'm sure you must have heard. But I mean, I don't know. And thank God I did not go to those schools, or I did not study the way people have studied. Because this is the very first thing which I have learned. When you walk, there should not be a sound until and unless you're wearing the heels, or there is purposely your tuck, tuck, tuck. This sound is okay. But this, I mean, you cannot lift your own leg. What a shame. What a shame that you cannot lift your own leg. I see people wearing Louis Vuitton, Gucci and everything in Dubai Mall and everywhere. and they walk. 5,000, 10,000 dirhams of the worth of whatever you wear, and you walk like this. This is what is happening here. Subconscious mind. They just did not grow up. There is, we all are broken, we all are broken child. We are not broken adult. We all are broken child. It's not about, there is nothing about adulthood, by the way, in psychology. There is nothing about old age. If you will see neuroplasticity and neurogenesis, if you understand neuroscience, it has nothing to do with your adulthood and your old age. Everything is taken from childhood. We all are broken children or broken child. It's all the past. And when you are in system 1, what happens at that time? Either you, so system 1 operates in past or in the future. Because conscious state is in now. And when that happens, then only you start doing that. Now, which I shared with you about, and I tell you one thing, it is not just about that magazine. It is mental state. It is, that's how I see things. When I came to Dubai very first time, I came with 200 dirhams only in Dubai, 2015. And the same year, I don't know how and what all I did. I was just trying this, trying that, left, right, and center. And the same year, I end up in Australia, competing. I traveled to Australia just for 4 days, 3 days, basically. It was very difficult for me. Again, the same situation, the way it was, but again, the same situation repeated. But I just wanted to grow. So that is the pattern that I am just curious and I just want to learn and I want to grow. Same thing happened multiple times. Same thing happened with TYB. When we started the TYB, I mean, there was nothing. Same thing happened with KAIZEN. Same thing happened with YKs. There's nothing. And there's a lot of falls and a lot of rises. What did I do in this much, in these 36 years of my life? It's just I did not give up. Because when do we give up? Again, it comes from childhood. We only give up when we have expectations that someone else will do it for us. Parents have spoiled you. Because you know they will do it for you. If you don't have any expectations that anyone is going to do it for you, you will just do it for yourself. And you will take the responsibility and you will make right choices. Even if, that's why I always, closest people know that if I do something and they try to correct me, I was like, don't correct me. Let me make a mistake. Let me learn from my mistake and let me do it again. Why? If you will correct me, I will lose that chance of knowing that thing. I want to know that. Maybe you will do it. Maybe you can do it better. If I will come and ask you, then you help me. If I am doing something, do not interrupt. Let me make a mistake. It's okay. It's okay to make mistakes because mistakes are not mistakes. Mistakes are your lessons. That's what you were supposed to know and you did not know that. That is why if you go off track when it comes to your training, when it comes to your diet, there are few things which are my very common words which I use. Done is done. You know, it is what it is. I usually use in my vlogs also. So the reason, because done is done. Khalas, just move on. Focus in now. Oh, I did this yesterday. I could not. It's okay. Now what can we do from that? Just do that. Whatever you can do after the lesson you have learned, just do that. Do not dwell in your past and do not worry about your future. Again, system 1 and system 2. If you will constantly dwell in your past, you are going to spoil what is happening right now. Because something very good came in this morning in my mind. I did not write it. Let me try and explain. Maybe I will be able to explain properly, or maybe you will understand also. Maybe. I'm saying maybe because it was in my mind. I did not. That's why I don't believe in this positive affirmations. I don't believe in that. I don't believe in, I wish I get a Mercedes. I'm going to get a Mercedes. I'm driving a Mercedes. No. Because if I truly believe in that, I don't need to say it. My every action will align to get a Mercedes. Right? So this is something which you, and what, so yes, there is physics, which we are discussing this right now. There is science, which we understand. There is physics. There is something else which we don't understand. And no, actually, we get a reflection every now and then, but we cannot understand it. I don't know what you would call it. We can call it God, we can call it energy, we can call it universe. Whatever you want to call it, you call it. But it has nothing to do with physics. It has nothing to do with science. All that comes much after. First comes this. So what it is exactly, what exactly happens? In that, there is no language. There is only frequency. That is why last week also I said, when you are getting what you deserve is not that, I mean, you don't need to say that. And when you get it, it's not that you have planned it, but you get it. So that frequency comes from your subconscious mind. That frequency is connected to subconscious mind and not the conscious mind. Conscious state is with the body. Subconscious state is the connection of the frequency and your subconscious mind, which connects the frequency to your body. In that bridge is subconscious mind. Frequency, subconscious, conscious state. If there is no subconscious, you cannot connect to that frequency. Then you will find everything is just an accident or incident. But if you understand what I am telling you, that's why I told you, it will be difficult for you to understand what I'm saying. And maybe for me also to explain, it will be difficult. So that part is your frequency, energy, power, God, whatever you call it. That's why no matter how much you pray, if subconsciously, if it is not, you're not a good person, you're not clean, or you're not actually, I mean, you will get everything what you will ask for, but not from your mouth. What you're asking from your mouth is the energy what you hold. What you store in the subconscious, you will get from there. For an example, I send a message to Divisha from Ramya. Divisha will get the message from Ramya, not from me. But that's my message. But now if Ramya will deliver a wrong message, Divisha will give the wrong answer to that. Or if it's a question, let's say I asked about shoes, or Ramya asked about jacket, Divisha is going to answer about jacket. Then you say like, I don't know why my life is like this. And you say it's fate. It's not fate, it's just you don't understand the subconscious. And when we understand the subconscious, then we connect to the universe the way we are supposed to connect. Yes, it's a lot of depth which you need to know about your brain before we get to that level. And there is no timeline for that. There is no timeline, so I would expect all of you to be little grown-up child. I know we are child, but little grown-up, little, which can show some patience. Who can show some patience? Because this journey is not what majority of you are looking for. My weight loss and my muscles and this. This journey is, because muscles, weight loss and all that is, since your childhood you always wanted muscles, you always wanted six packs, you always wanted it, then why didn't you get it? If since your childhood that was the ultimate dream of your life, who doesn't want a good body? Since childhood, did you want to get fat, overweight? No, right? But why did you get this and not that? Again, subconscious and conscious. Consciously, you're saying you want it, but subconsciously, whatever you do is to become fat, is to become overweight, is to become unhealthy. All your actions are pulling you there and not here. So you need to clean up your own thoughts. It's not my mess, sir, ma'am. Do not blame that on me that I am unable to clean up your mess. That's your own mess. And since childhood, it's coming. It's not coming now. Nothing is happening now. We are trying to fix it now. But it's just so, it overlaps so much. And the same thing will happen when you will meet the same people where you have spent. So again, if you say that, I said the same thing last week, if you say that my life is not good and I don't have control over my mind, and very first thing I have been saying since last 20 years, and majority of all the Kaizens, I say that very openly, just see the people around you, who you communicate. And not just, no, I don't spend that much time with this person. Okay, then who do you spend time with? I meet this person just once a week, then who else do you meet? No one. So this is the only person that you meet. No, I talk to this person just 10 minutes every day. Okay, then 10 minutes is constantly, is adding to your account. The same and same and same and same is just adding to your account, and you are not able to grow from there. Correct? So that is why it's a good environment is very important for you to grow and your brain to grow. And your brain to multiply in a manner which you expect. Environment is very important because your subconscious takes from your environment. There can be things like, oh, I'm in Kaizen, I'm doing this and I'm doing, there are few things which I'm learning and there are few things which I'm working on right now. So I'm going to, but if 5 minutes or 10 minutes of your day goes to that negativity, talking about third person, other people, complaining, blaming, khalas. Why? Because in your account, in your subconscious mind, the balance is negative is more. So even little becomes more there. If you add just 10 minutes, becomes more there. Because the good, the positive is very less. And when it is very less, no matter how much you do, you cannot compare to 20, 30 years. That will just become very difficult for you to have that level of positivity in you that that you wake up and you just get to your day. You wake up and you don't have any, I would say, you will have the negative thoughts and this and that and pain and aches, which I show in my vlogs, which I have as well, but they will not be able to control you. That's the thing. It's not that you don't have it. Majority of the people think like, I don't have it. No, I have maybe more problems than you actually, but they are just unable to control me. I'll just share one more point here. Many a times that people share things with me or their problems and all that, and they expect that I don't have such problems, I don't have anything. Then I tell them that, no, I also go through this. Yeah, but you're used to it. Then why were you playing video game that time when I was getting used to it? Why were you drinking in the bar? Why were you partying at that time if I am used to it? It's yeah, it's okay. This is the problem. All the sweet talkers, they don't understand others' pain. All this, yeah. When you tell them about your pain, yeah, it's okay. That's you're used to it. If first of all, I don't want to tell you about my pain because I know you cannot do anything. I am only telling you so that you can relate and you say like, okay, fine, bhai, he is also going through the same thing. Let's calm down. But no, it's okay. My pain is not pain. Your pain is everything. Your pain is a volcano. You're like sitting on the volcano. You're like with full fire. It's so painful. And whatever is wrong with me, whatever is happening with me, first of all, I don't expect you to know, and I don't expect you to relate to that at all, but I'm only trying to help you. I know you cannot help me, I don't expect that, but I am trying to help you. Let me help you, but first you relate to that by there are other people as well who go through the same thing and just wake up and smile and just get to their day and do whatever they are supposed to do. And they are not so fortunate the way you are with everything, whatever you are blessed with. The car you drive, they don't have. The food you eat, they don't have. The family you have, they don't have. The friend circle you have, they don't have. The education you have, they don't have. The kind of upbringing you have had, they did not have. The opportunities you had and have, they don't have. I'm one of them. I did not have any of that. So who gave you that privilege to complain about everything you have been blessed with? And this is my question to people. Just explain to me, how can you be that privileged and why? कौन सा सीन लगा है तुम्हारे यहाँ पर? कौन सा जब तुम निकलते हो तो रैम्बो निकल जाता है तुम्हारे साथ? I don't know. I don't understand. I don't understand. There is a rainbow behind you in the sky, and there is a sun especially coming for you and giving you all that, Instagram edits. Everything is like just so for you only. Why are you so privileged? And until there is one, last time I said this, memento mori, right? The Roman, they used to say it when Augustus, I think. So when whoever used to become the king, so he used to walk on the, he would walk on the, he would march, and with him the slave would march. And the reason the king and the slave would march together, because, and they would say that the way I am going to die, you will die the same way. I mean, we are not forever in this world. We are the same. Same way you are born, and same way you will die. I mean, reason could be anything, but death is death. The way you are born is born. If the start and the end is the same, who are you to decide the middle is different, that you are different, that you are not like other people? How can you be privileged just by your that we will study later. Abhi schooling hai, band kar do se. That we will study later in projection and ego. I messaged, right, in the end of the program, we will study that, projection and ego, because that is something that in the middle you decide that मैं तो अब God हूँ, सब मेरे सामने झुको अब, everyone should just listen to me, everyone should just like me, everyone should love me, everyone should give me whatever I want. Who gave you that privilege? Can anyone answer that? Anyone? And it's not wrong to think like that, by the way, but there is a reason why you should think like that. For an example, if Donald Trump will walk on the street of India in Bihar, he would be shot dead in 10 minutes if there is no security, right? So yeah, but why he's that privileged that he will require that security? There is a reason why. So the people who think they are privileged, I want to know, how come they have that power? So there are some people in life that they would add so much value in the society, in this world, that they need to be protected. Their mind needs to be protected, their body needs to be protected, because they are whatever the value they are adding to their community, or society, their country, whatever. They can be president, they can be whatever the leaders. Then yes, they need to be protected. But the kids who just come out of their homes and just doing first job and second job, and when they think like this, I want to know, how are you that privileged? For what? I am the son of my mother. I am the son of my father. And I am the only child. Because I am so handsome. Because I am so tall. Because I have 6 packs. Because I drive so-and-so car. Sorry, but how are you adding value to other people's life through this? You are the son of your mother. We are not a son of your mother. We are not the daughter of your mother. And your mother is not our mother. Then who gave you that privilege? Keep it to your home, na then. Cry at home. Not everyone is going to come and wipe your tears. So this is, because I'm sure you see that every day. I see that every day. In my day-to-day life, this is what I see. And when anyone behaves like that with me, the kid has not grown up. Just grow up, go your home, watch TV, watch cartoon, and then come back when you have grown up. Because I want to deal, as I said in the beginning, I want to deal with mature people. Because then only we can reciprocate. Otherwise, you won't understand anything what I'm saying. Otherwise, you will just, oh yeah, bro, last night I could not sleep. Anyone wants to check my recovery last night? They can check it. What's my recovery? Oh, I could not, I don't know why I was so sleepy. Open your mouth and speak, man. What's wrong with you? What is wrong with, there are people who are first language, second language, third language, fourth language, and they are learning English just so that they can communicate. And who are you? Since childhood is speaking English and you just cannot open your mouth and just to communicate. And don't have any guts to actually come forward and communicate properly. Now, why I'm telling you this? Because I started from my 16-year-old self, right? And now I'm talking to you about this. Because your success is not by accident. It's a pattern. And if you have patterns of crying, success will come with crying only. You will become very successful as a crying person. You will be a very successful who is the most unsuccessful. If you want to become that, don't change yourself. If you don't want to become that, a very live example I can give you of myself, and I'm sure many successful people who are sitting here, they can give you that example as well. That how you succeed in so-and-so areas of your life. Otherwise, you will become very successful in not being successful. Right? If you want to be, then be like that. If you don't want to be, then stop crying and stop complaining, or whatever the complaining and whatever the work is given to you, just get to that. Things you don't like, say no. Things you like, say yes. But don't be like confused, this, that, I don't know, I'm thinking, but I don't know, but why this, but why that, why the moon is white and why the sun is yellow. I don't understand because I don't like it. My mother said like the moon should be yellow and the sun should be green. But I don't understand. Someone needs to change this. You are not that privileged. And just please understand, that's how I'm just telling you a reality of life, and no one is going to come and fix it. If you think you will find the partner that will fix it, no. Your parents will fix it, no. Your siblings will fix, no. Money will fix, no. Material will fix, no. Your kids will fix, no. And if you keep believing that the so-and-so person will fix it, you are constantly, there's a problem, a problem, just keep jumping from the problem and not solving any problem. And then in the end, all these problems will come to you in a very big way where you will just become numb. Your brain will become numb and you will not be able to operate when it comes to facing problems. That you must have seen with a lot of ignorant people. Those people, when they're in their 30s, they become very numb. They're just unable to do anything. They're unable to wake up on time. They're unable to follow any discipline. They're unable to exercise, move their body, follow the diet. They just cannot be disciplined. What is happening there? If you will see their teenage and 20s, you will find they were jumping like this with all the problems everywhere. Everywhere they were jumping. They just did not face any problem face to face, and they were investing their time in all the shallow activities. So what they did, they put as the front of their life as a system one. They just, that's it. So there is a whole big wall of system one. So wherever they walk, there is a whole system one is constantly walking. You will never get to those people. And when that wall is broken, it's already too late. They're in their 30s, 40s. And when they reach to, for the rest of their life, if you have 7 days 7 days in a week, 5 days they're crying. And you know those people very well. 5 days they are just crying. 5 days they are crying. Do you guys want to become like that? No one is saying no. You guys want to become like that? 5 days, or you actually cry 5 days? Any person who is unfit actually crying 5 days, let me tell you that. Maybe you say yes, no, confused, diagonal, this way, that way, horizontally, vertically. No. You don't need to move your move your head like my DJI Osmo Pocket 3. It moves like this. But let me tell you, because you don't need to say anything to me. Your body shows that 5 days you're crying. And if you don't want to become that person, face your problems head on. Head on. Otherwise, your 90 days will be passed in Kaizen, and you will just be back to okay. You will feel a little up. And after that, you will just be in the same rut and same system one. Nothing will change. And I have seen many people falling. Many people. That is why I'm being so in-depth explaining, sharing my experience and my wisdom with you, that how you can change. And I can only guide you. I can only explain you this, but do not think that I can save you. No one is coming to save you. Only you will save yourself. But yes, if you don't know, then you will not be able to. That's why I'm telling you, no, I'm telling you how to do it, then you need to do it. Is that clear? This much? Anyone wants to cry? Please raise your hand. Anyone wants to cry? Niggy, you want to cry? Anyone wants to cry? I'm happy to wipe your tears, but I don't know how to help you. We are grown up, right? Let's take responsibilities and move on. Okay, now we'll start this Mr. Alexander. Okay? See. Here you go. We will discuss this, by the way, how the structure of the brain as well later. But first I want to know that how much did you understand system 1, system B. But if you guys are watching my vlogs, I have tried helping you throughout the week. How many of you have seen those vlogs and understood that I have been trying to help you, explaining in different ways? All of you. You didn't see it? You saw it? I didn't see your comment. What is this? Finger? Yeah, you need to comment as well, sir. I know it takes a lot of work, but I'm sure you can do it. It will take 24 hours only to write one line. But do it, because the more you comment, the more I understand what works. Because if you see, I try and create vlogs different. So whatever works for you, you let me know what works for you. And if you let me know what works for you, then I can help you more with what works for you. But if you are expecting that I will come to your house and I will wake up from your bed only in the morning, and you can see it live now, and I will sleep here only, and I will eat, and I will do everything with you, then I don't know, man, where you're living then. I don't know. I don't know which world. Then for all, please erase all the privilege, all that what I have said, then someone is actually living in a different world entirely. We are not talking about this world then. So I don't like privileged people. I just don't. I know it's a very strong statement. Why I don't like? Because I never consider myself privileged, and I don't deal with privileged people. It's we are here, equal. Come on, equality. The whole world is talking about equality. Let's do some equality, right? So tell me, what? Oh, you were not here last week. You were here online, right? Yeah. So what did you understand by system 1 and system 2 and the flow state?
So the example that I had was, let's say when I'm at work, I just feel hungry, like
Hungry.
hungry.
Okay.
So I would just order something that I like from anywhere. I thought that would be more like system 1, that it's an instant response.
Yes.
That I want, let me just eat something. But then system 2 would be like, okay, fine, if I'm hungry, let me order something that's healthy, like process it out.
Correct. Yes. And the flow state?
So we are all process like, I would say, dialing it down in terms of I should have this, I should not have this.
No, the flow state, there is system 3 also. Do you know that?
So I might have missed it.
Okay. No problem, I'll explain. Yes, Ramya.
System 1 is connected to your subconscious. Your reactions, habit, emotions, most of auto mode runs on system 1. System 2 is conscious state, your problem solving, decision making, process or how to regulate your emotions, all the new experiences, anything new you do, everything happens on system 2. And your default mode network or flow mode, it is a more intuitive state, very creative. It happens very effortlessly, and that's where your peak performances, you don't get ego depleted in this state, and anything new and creative which you do happens on your flow state. And
No. Flow state, you did not describe it properly, but system 1, system 2 is fine. Yes.
Flow state is
No, system 1, system 2, and flow state. Describe all 3.
One is based on the conscious mind, which is built on memory and habits.
Hmm.
Things you've done in the past or stored in the past. Mundane tasks,
Yeah.
things you don't think twice about doing. System 2, your conscious mind is things you take an effort to make a decision.
Hmm.
Think about it before you take that action.
Hmm.
System 3 flow state is the same one with focus. Could be a short period, but it's a time of focus where you kind of identify that this is the target for this is what I have to do. And you basically, today is where they call it locked in, you're locked in into that task and you have to pursue it for a certain amount of time. And that's when you get the best outcome.
No.
Yeah, flow state is your.
No. No. That's not flow state. Okay, system 1, system 2 is easy to explain. Tell me flow state.
The way I understood it was flow state is where you are in a rested state and you're not having to do much with your mind. I had an example of this last week where I was consciously in system 2. I had a problem I had to try and solve at work. I slept, and then in the early hours of the morning, it came to me what I needed to do. And I think that's because I was in a flow state. I had nothing else in my mind. I was relaxed, rested, and it just came from.
Yeah, correct. Yeah. So basically, flow state is you cannot control it. You cannot decide it. It is not in your control. And what did you say? You said something else also. No. Effortlessly, but you cannot decide it.
you can't decide it.
No, you said something that. What did you say? क्यों ऐसे गैजेट्स यूज करते हो जो खोल नहीं पाते टाइम पे?
Intuitive, creative, effortless, peak performance.
हाँ?
Intuitive, creative, effortless, peak performance.
पीक परफॉर्मेंस कैसे आएगी फ्लो स्टेट में?
Because something new, something which you have not thought
नो,
of.
वो तो सिस्टम 2 हुआ ना. ये चैट जीपीटी से तो नहीं निकाला आपने?
I've written it down.
That's not a stillness also. Yeah, between the six.
Between system 1 and system 2.
We'll do one by one.
Whenever something you're not thinking about it and it comes to you and it is something which is
Yeah,
not
that you're correct. But how the peak performance will come from there? Because the time, for an example, I'm sitting here, right? Very good example I'll give you. I'm sitting here, listening to you, and then I just zoned out while I'm listening to you, which I should never. As a coach, I cannot do that. But for an example, hypothetically, if I do it, you're talking to me. While you're talking to me, I didn't listen what you said, and I was thinking something else. Or suddenly, I just realized कि मुझे कुछ करना है, something I need to do, and I picked my phone or I just walked. So now to perform that, what I thought will be system 2 activated. So suppose I thought And then I just pick, this is system 2 already. My action is system 2. Flow state cannot have action.
Like when I'm driving,
It's just a thought. It's just a thought. It's just a system 1 and system 2 in between.
when you're driving and suddenly something comes up. So
That example I gave you last week.
that's a flow state.
Yeah.
When you're at home or doing nothing and something comes up.
No, it can. I'm telling you that I'm talking to you. This also can activate my flow state, which I'm sure you must have seen it while talking to people, that the flow state comes. That they're just so boring that that's one sign. Because you're meeting in system 1. So you're meeting this person in system 1. And you know, like, okay, fine, it's just little money, which I don't need. I have a lot of money. And this person is like going to cry about the same thing again. I have heard it like 50 times before. And the same issues again, I'm going to listen. And then you're just not interested in that. And when you're not interested, so you're not in system 2, you goes, okay, fine, ha, bolo bhai. Let me hear all your crying. So you will listen, but you're zoned out and you're doing like you're thinking something else at that time. That's a flow state. And that comes naturally. Right? And you say, okay, fine, let this person just speak. Because this person just loves to speak. Fine. So then you go to system. Now, system 1, you're meeting that. Maybe the meeting can start in system 2. Okay, fine, yes, amazing, yeah, it's lovely meeting you. And so what is the person says like, someone comes to me and says like, yeah, sir, I have a great idea for you. I said like, fine, let's share the idea with me. Yeah, we are going to start a program. It's a 90, I said, okay. It's a 90 days program and people are going to have the brain coach. Okay, okay, fine. More. Finish your meeting now. It's a 90-day program and there will be these many people. There will be like these many sessions and the training will be like this. The brain coaching will be this way. And we are going to do this and we are going to do recovery and we are going to do to create the whole. Okay, fine. Are we done? Because you're talking to me about my own program. That happens many a times, that people will come to you and just because they want to present something, they want some opportunity, and they will give you what you're doing already. Maybe they have not done the proper research, but they think like, this is it. This is what we need to tell them. So so flow state. The flow state is basically neither system 1 nor system 2, but it's very important in your life. Because flow state will be, yeah. No. 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 I'm consciously thinking. If I'm consciously thinking, how can I be in system flow state? I'm in system 2. So if I'm thinking consciously, this is system 2. This is not unconscious thinking. Hey, just a second, let me finish what I was trying to say. What I was trying to say? I know the flow state, but what I was trying to say? Yeah, flow state is important, but yeah, got it. So the flow state is basically, so when we will study neuroplasticity, you will understand the first rule of neuroplasticity is what we repeat, we become better, right? That's the first rule of neuroplasticity. There are different rules in neuroplasticity. So that first rule, if you will, whatever you will repeat, you will become better. Your flow state will come from there. And if you are a negative person, जिसको बहुत negativity अच्छी लगती है, chick, 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 all the time, you will only become better with that. And in your flow state, you will get all the negative thoughts only. In your flow state, you will get all the negative thoughts. So don't expect the flow state is coming, okay, this is the sign of God that you are saved. No, it can be a sign of evil. Up to you. Wherever you invest your system 2, make it system 1, that particular, be it positive or negative, that thing becomes your flow state also, in between of that. And it's very powerful. So, for an example, I will repeat that. This is your system 1, okay? System 2. Okay? And this is your flow state. This, which is D M N. Exactly. Good. Default mode network is here. Correct? Now, this is just to understand. That we will study further, but just to tell you right now, if this is positive or negative, system 1. Before this, it needs to come, so this is the entry. Positive, negative. Here it will enter. From here it will enter. Here it will build. The positive and negative will become permanent. I mean, until you want to keep it. But it will store here. From here it will enter. Here you need to put efforts. Conscious efforts. This is the conscious mind, right? You will put conscious efforts. Right now you guys are putting. From here it's entering all the positive or negative. Now up to you. What you should do is no negative, only positive. Needs to enter. Consciously you put efforts. Because anyway, this is already there. So don't put this effort. The more you put it here, this will become more. This will become this will go up. This will grow. Then whenever you have this part, flow state, whenever you have the flow state, it will come positive. And that is power. That is power. That's what you need. That's what I will tell you. One example. Small example I'll give you. I have come from a place where no one did a business. We are farmers. No one was that highly educated. So if anyone wanted to do something, the elders will say like, no, it's not going to work. It won't work. People fail. I have seen so and so person selling everything from their house and all the the property they have sold because they have failed so miserably. If you will do something this and something like that, it will become a disaster, right? That's what I have got to know. I have grown up saying that. And anyone who tries to do something, they were very bad with financial, money, relationships, education, all of that wrong. Then I asked, even though my dad have been training since forever in his life, but he has not seen the kind of physique what I wanted, the kind of life I wanted to achieve. When I asked him, can I achieve this? When I got the magazines, like, can I achieve this? He said like, no, it's impossible. वो गोरे लोग होते हैं, वो उस तरह के होते हैं, they have a different structure, they have this, वो इतने tall होते हैं, ऐसा, like he gave me some, I don't know what, goli, that it will never happen. I was like, why my dad is saying this? Because that's what he understood. That's what he knew, that this is not possible. So I used to say, who is this person? I want to research. Then I started my research. No, they are very much possible. Not everyone is 6'5". Not everyone is the Rock. Not everyone is the Triple H. Not everyone is the Arnold Schwarzenegger. No, there is Tom Cruise also. No, there is Salman Khan also. No, there is Shahid Kapoor also. No, there are many athletes. There is Messi also. There is Cristiano Ronaldo also. There are multiple. The most successful people have been very short. One of the strongest general was Napoleon. One of the most powerful man, Hitler. So why do I have this thing that no, if I am like 5'7", that I cannot become? Why my dad is saying that? Because that was his belief. And the same magazine which I was showing him, I appeared on the cover page and I got that to him and I said like, nothing is impossible. So he tried, I mean, not knowingly, of course, unknowingly, whatever he knew, he was operating from that. He tried to put my brain as with the negative belief. I did not take it. I deny that. I put it into positive. Now, whenever I have the flow state, you guys have seen in 55 days my physique, how much I have changed. A lot of things comes here in flow state. A lot of my thoughts comes here in flow state, which are positive about my own journey. So nothing, it's not, and I'm talking about my father, forget about the other people. Now, if I will tell you about other people, how negative they were, you can't even imagine. Every single person used to say, who was a bit elder to me, a man, used to say like, हाँ तुम्हारी एज में हमने भी बहुत करा है ये सब, लेकिन कंटिन्यू नहीं कर पाते कभी. लाइफ में ये होता है, वो होता है, ऐसा होता है, वैसा होता है, और फिर सब छूट जाता है. Everyone said this only. ऐसा होता है, वैसा. Then I never trusted and never believed what they said, because I just did not like their lifestyle. And I always judge people the way they behave, the way their body language is, the way they communicate, how much I can trust them. And if I don't like what you are as your appearance, and as, not the appearance means the body or your skin of color, skin or the clothes, no, not that. Your body language, your energy. I'm talking about appearance means energy. And if I don't connect to that, anything you will say, I will not do. I will do the opposite. I will just do the opposite. And you would not even know that I'm not liking you. I will just, because it's nothing to prove, because you are who you are. And it's a good lesson that you're teaching me, and I just don't need to follow that. Whatever you're telling me, just don't follow that. Because lesson comes not just what to do, but also what not to do. In both ways. Both are lessons. So this is, now when you build from here the positive, the system one, your subconscious mind becomes positive, flow state is positive. Now, which is I don't want to give this example, but since we all are adults, I'll give you that example. If you have had a very bad childhood, you have been beaten up badly, bad society, bad parenting or bad, everything was negative, and you have grown up in that. Majority of that I have grown up in. Majority of it. So what happens when you grow up? So this is your childhood. First, then it went there in the childhood. Now this has become your adulthood. That's why we all are broken children. And if this has become your adulthood, then flow state will come what? You know what? You know what thoughts are there naturally comes? Suicidal. What you want to do with yourself? Suicidal thoughts. So suicidal thoughts are not conscious thoughts. Always remember that. When you are in depression, depression happen here. And system one and flow state. Naturally, it's so bad, you have lived your life so bad that naturally your thoughts are bad. That flow state is so wrong. That your regret is so much, and you're depressed. You're like so depressed that this has become into your natural self, and that is very wrong. I don't know, have you ever experienced through people, or I don't know if it is about you, that you have been depressed, and when you have been depressed that you have, God forbid, but if you have that kind of thoughts, right? And depression is actually bring you to that dark side, which is very bad. Absolutely. And please, if any of you have such thought, just understand it is just your mind playing the game. It's not true. It's not at all true. It's just all that what you say, oh, my family or my friends, the society, this is what have been happening. It's not you. It's not you. Depression is not you. That dark side of your life is not you. You are not the failure of your life. Understand that. But you can also not blame on others, because the choice is yours. If you let it happen further to you, then it is only you. Until you are not aware, it's not you. Now when you become aware, yesterday one video I posted of Manisha, she said that. Now when I know about the brain, you cannot ignore it. Till now, when before that what was happening? Before that you were just blaming others. Now when you know, now you cannot blame anyone, because it's you. It's only you and no one else. When it's you, then only it's your responsibility to solve it. Yes.
The hardest part is what you just pointed out is awareness.
Yeah.
That part. To overcome that, like it's like
We will.
you don't need somebody else to tell you. Right?
Yeah. We will study that. Mr. Sanjeev was talking to me about the food, that how to be aware of what to eat. And the same thing goes to everything. Awareness comes with knowledge. When you study that, that's why I'm teaching you brain. Because I know you guys have problems X, Y, and Z. Maybe A, B, C, E, F, G. It could be any different people have different problems. But our brain operates the same way. Yes.
I have three questions.
Yes.
One is based on what I have understood or thought to understand. I share the example.
Yeah.
First, but two simple questions. Is the flow state what we usually call daydreaming?
Yeah, daydreaming, yes.
That's it.
Yeah, it can be. It can also be, but not just that. How will you daydream when you are in bed, about to sleep, but you are in flow state? You would not call it daydreaming.
So that we're not aware.
Yeah. But that also happen. When you just wake up, you go in the state, that is also flow state, but you would not call it daydreaming. But yes, daydreaming is also a part of flow state. It can be a zoned out.
Now, when I drive, I am driving. That's based on system 1. If a car comes, then I take an action based on system 2.
System 2.
But during that thing, there are some music, there are other cars.
But your mind is somewhere else.
Somewhere else.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
That's the flow. Majority of the people would think about, as I said last time, I need to take this money from this person, blah, because the negativity only you have put from their entry and in your system. Because the flow state is a part of system 1 and system 2 only. It's not some random alien thought process that suddenly it came to you. No. Whatever you will work on, it will, again, neuroplasticity, whatever you have been repeating over and over again, flow state will become the same. If you are a depressed person, you will not have an amazing flow state, my life is beautiful now. No, you will just have suicidal thought. Simple as that. Which is very sad, and people should not have that.
And that's why basically in our daydreams, it reflects what we think, what we believe in.
Yes.
So we face a situation, and accordingly, based on everything stored in system 1, we start during that daydreaming, either extrapolating to something good,
Yes.
or reducing it to something bad, right? So the default mode network, or what we call flow state, or staggering, daydreaming, is only thought, no action. Now,
Yeah, it's only thought.
Session about how I used to think flow state, and now that it is not done, I need maybe your help. So I've recently got a new job, so everything I'm doing is in system 2.
Yeah.
But everything I'm applying into this job
From system 1.
is system 1.
Yes.
Now I got a task, quickly system 2 understanding, and then I started engaging in that task. And based on system 1, this task becomes flawless,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And like I spent hours without even realizing, and because that's my power, as you said.
Yeah.
Right? And then I look at the time, 3 hours have passed. I'm motivated, excited, I'm doing everything. That is not flow state.
That's system 1.
That's system 1.
System
So it
1.
becomes system
Flow
1.
state does not come with action, because you are in action. So that's system 1. Routine is system 1.
Is flow state like a creative side of your mind?
Yeah, it's just a thought. Just a thought. Again, yes. So, yes, please ask questions now. I want all of you to ask questions about this. Yes, Divisha.
So, you had told us to try the reaction state.
Hmm.
I was analyzing that. For me, the first time I got it, I don't know if I'm in this state, but it was while I was journaling. So, these random, like let's say I'm journaling and a thought comes that, you procrastinate your own happiness. Exactly. Right?
Yeah.
Was that that's the flow state that I got? I don't know. That's where I was.
Say again.
Like I'm journaling, I'm writing, whatever, I'm kind of letting my subconscious out also on my journal. And then suddenly this thought will come like a nice statement will come like, okay, you procrastinate your own happiness. Or, why do we focus so much on the negative than positive? Like, just small statements would come. So that's where I got my first.
Is that really a question?
I'm a little confused in this, in the question.
She gets idea.
Yeah. I understood, but So you are saying you got the idea, and in that idea there is an idea. That's what you're describing.
You could say that, yeah. But it was more like a clarity, like, oh, like, you know how you're
Yeah.
talking.
So
but
you
then
don't
suddenly-
say that procrastination about your own happiness. You tell me what is the thought actually. That thought is the flow state, but not an idea. You have an idea cannot be a flow state because you're consciously doing that. That's a system too.
Like, you know how you're talking and then suddenly you'll be like, oh, this is, you know, this is something that you need to explain to us.
No, that's not flow state. That's conscious. I'm consciously thinking about it. Flow state is not that you are, you can change. It's not, it's out of your control. It's just whatever you have been doing is just like it's a universe is giving you back. So the flow state is that thing.
There's a saying in English that says connecting the dots.
Yeah.
And they often say that when you try to link two unconnected ideas together.
Yes.
Would you say when that happens it's in flow state because you just thought of that? Like you gave an example, there's somebody talking about a business plan.
Yes.
And you came up with an idea which is completely unrelated, completely outside of that business plan. But you tried to connect the dots as in how could this benefit with this unrelated idea, and you connected them both. How would that be flow state?
No, that's conscious mind.
Okay.
You're consciously thinking. Very confused you people are when it comes to flow state. Ajay.
So, like, while planning and all, sometimes, like, you know, they want to run us high, but while planning, suddenly you go into a zone where, like, you know, you'll be complaining about things, and then suddenly you just realize, like, okay, after 15-20 minutes, there is no pain, nothing.
Yeah.
And, like, oh, okay, what was happening? I don't realize. Would that be considered as?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Usually the runner's high.
It's not like I stopped.
Yes. Yes.
But I'm still running, but then I would slip into these, not every time.
Yes. Yes. Sometimes. Yeah. So that can be a flow state. Yes.
Yes, so cravings come from flow state? Cravings.
No, that's
Suddenly-
system one.
System one? Okay. Suddenly-
Craving. Food craving is system one. Suddenly, system one. That's system one. If it will come from flow state, then how can I help you? Then we need to do at least 10 years of fixing the brain. We need 10 years of work fixing your brain. Because to fix the flow state, you need a lot of years then. If you have the negative flow state coming, then khalas, it's a lot of work. I'm not 10 years maybe, but I don't know how long it will take, but I can't decide that. Depending on the willing of the person's will, that how fast they want to change. Because I have changed that in me. And it was a very, very dark side. Because from the age of 4 to 13, I was so, like, in a jail I have lived. And then from 13 onwards, then I had to do it like consciously, but I didn't know. If I knew all of this, I would have done it even much faster. Or maybe if I knew all of this, maybe I would have not done it actually. Because the price I had to pay was so much, and the time I had to invest, and the difficulties I had to face, maybe that's why I'm so conscious about it. If I knew it, maybe I would not do it. I'm sure all the neuroscientists and all that, they have not done it.
I'm confused now with this issue. Flow state is a result of system one. So, and you are changing system one. Accordingly, flow
No,
state.
I already explained, Ghalib, that flow state. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I'm explaining about my flow state, that I have changed from conscious to subconscious. Subconscious and conscious, when it stays there, then this changes. Then this changes. But from conscious, you have to change. Anything to change has to come from conscious. Anything. If my hand, if I say anything, now if I say anything, this is my conscious efforts now. I have to say anything. Anything. I have to keep repeating anything, so that whenever I speak anything, and I don't say anything. This is now anything, this is my subconscious. Anything, I'm consciously doing it now. I'm changing my gestures. Wait. No, someone was, I did not answer. Kashif.
See, there is a generally, like what we have explained is flow state is just an idea that you get. But the general understanding is, my understanding was flow state is a state where you solve a lot of problems. You are completely immersed in doing something that you lose track of time, and
No.
then you solve a lot of things.
No.
For example, work something that takes 2 hours, sometimes you finish in 15 minutes, and then you are doing one task after the other. You are focused, and then you lose time. That is a flow state where you get things done very quickly. There's a balance of system 2 and system 1. You have your skills in system 1, and then you are solving problem system 2, and then you are doing it continuously.
No.
This is very right.
Ah.
This is getting
It's not. Let me answer him first. So, flow state, you immerse in your work. Anything what you are working, when it comes to work, starts with system 2.
doesn't have to be work. It can be anything.
It can be anything. It can be anything. System 2. If it's a problem solving, you're learning any new skills in it, system 2. And what you are saying, you are explaining me that from system 2 to how you put it in system 1. That is not a flow state. Flow state is not action. It cannot be actionable. It's just a thought. It's just for the brain. It's not for body. For body, system 1 and system 2. Yes, anything, for an example, if let's say, I'll show you this. I mean, when we work out, so let's suppose if I do this. So, this is my conscious system 1, right? Now if I repeat, and I repeat, and I repeat, it will become just this. And I will start getting less and less and less tired in this. Because my body will just adapt to that movement. So I started from system 2, I made it in system 1. But how can I have a flow state in this?
So something, for example, the same thing you used to find very difficult. You only need to do it once. For example, just place this chair from here to there. And you have been thinking about it for the last 5 days that you have to do it. And then there are 3 more tasks after that you need.
Okay.
One day, you wake up, you are focused. You not only do this, and then you do
And you think
things,
about that also.
and then
Yes, correct.
later on you realize, okay, I've done everything. How did I do it?
No, correct.
That was the flow state.
Correct. No, but that's not a flow state. Because you're consciously thinking about the other task and then you will do it. आपने align तो करे होंगे ना, plan तो करा है. अगर वो planning में है तो flow state है ही नहीं. Otherwise, हाँ आपने कुछ ऐसा कर दिया, हाँ ऐसा हो सकता है कि I am doing this here, ये करा, मैंने ये करा, मैंने ये यहाँ रखा, और उसके बाद मैं यहाँ पे खड़ा होकर मैं कुछ सोचने लगा. ये मेरा flow state है. This is my, if my tasks are aligned, that cannot be a flow state because that's already a plan. That already I am doing from the conscious mind. Yes.
For example, when you said in your flow state you were in a dark place before,
Yes.
and a lot of efforts you put on yourself,
Yes.
okay, and that changed to your flow state becoming possible.
Yes.
Your efforts which you put in actually resulted in your flow state coming in, as you said.
Yes.
Right.
Correct. So the efforts from the dark side which I had to put from my system to conscious mind, and the efforts in order to change the body. Sorry. मैंने आंसर पहले ही दे दिया. In order to change the brain when you are in the dark side, what do you change first? The body. That is why the person will always say, no, I don't want to go to the therapist. No, I don't want to go to the doctor. No, I don't want to meet Yasin. No, I don't want to join KAIZEN. They will always say this only. But when I will put everything in the structure and so I'm changing the body. Body means not the weight loss, but making you do things physically. Like you come here, you follow the discipline, you follow the routine, you do this. So I started changing that. The process of changing your flow state already started. But now it's your guts and your willingness that you continue and you change that. You reach to that level, more deeper. So that process already started. Team is following up with you, team is doing their work, you're training, you're moving your body, you're coming here, you're learning, you're writing down everything, you're following everything what I'm asking you, updating it. This is all is the process. Logically, if you will say like, Yasir, like my team said, I'm eating from TYF. Why do I need to upload the, what is that? Macros, right? I get to hear that. You don't need to, which is correct, you don't need to. But it's a process of you that you are coachable and you are learning. You don't need to. and you don't have to, and it will not make any changes because we know the food you are getting. But अगर आप इतने लॉजिकल होते तो आप यहाँ थोड़ी ना होते फिर. अगर इतने ही लॉजिकल होते तो ये स्टेट थोड़ी ना होती आपकी आज. ये ब्रेन ये चीज़ें थोड़ी ना समझा रहा होता मैं अगर आप इतने ही लॉजिकल होते. मैं आपको what I am trying to teach you, I'll tell you one thing about this, what I'm trying to teach you. Since I did not go to school or college, so I did not sit any of the class, but whenever I sat in the class, for whatever things, like when I learned acting, when I learned this brain coaching, personal training courses, whatever I have done, like few where I had to sit in the class, you will not believe I was the most sincere person. Always come early, always late, always leave late, listen to everything, write down everything, because I have got that opportunity in my life very little. And I have noticed one more thing. All the failures, the people who have failed, and I'm not saying right now, I'm talking about my 10, 15 years ago, I must have sat in the first class when I did my personal training course. 2000, maybe 8 or 9, something like that. From that time to more than 15 years now, 17 years, from that time to now, even English classes also, yeah, it was nearly 20 years now. So from that time to now, I have noticed one thing. The attitude of students, mine and theirs. I have always noticed one thing, because they were so privileged, I would say, and they were just so used to of teachers, they always talk bad about teachers behind their back. कोई बोला रे वो बुड्ढा है, वो ये है, वो, you know, students कैसे बात करते हैं अपने, जो इंसान आपको ज़िंदगी जीना सिखा रहा है आप उसके बारे में कैसे बात करते हो, और अगर आप उसके बारे में ऐसे बात करोगे तो आप क्या ही सीखोगे. And I have seen that. I have seen that. They would talk shit. They would talk, अरे waste of time है, ये क्यों कर रहे हैं, पता नहीं क्यों कर रहे हैं, ऐसा वैसा, I don't know why we are doing it. None of those people I have seen succeeding in life. Because you will find thousands of students in your life, but in the world's population, how many success? What is the ratio of percentage-wise the people who achieve success in all areas in life? Less than 1%, maybe less than 0.5%. Less than 1% are millionaire. वो तो सिर्फ financial है. But maybe less than 0.25% must be, or maybe less, that actually successful people, the people who you would like to talk and who have done good in their life. 0.25% I can tell you. But there is you cannot measure it. Because yes, millionaires are 1%. Fit people are 2%. Who are fit are 2%. Millionaires are 1%. So this what I am telling you, in all areas, you cannot be successful. And majority of the areas in your life must be 0.25%. I have seen so many people have studied. Why they are not? Why they are not successful? Because the attitude from the very beginning. From the very beginning, their attitude. That the way I have respected, and I have always seen, this teacher is teaching me this, there is something behind that. So there was one, you must have heard this guy, Kishore Nimit Kapoor, he is the acting coach, and majority of the celebrities he have done. I have done my course as well from him many years ago, and he was very strict. He would say like, maa bhen, like his abusive words will not be polite. He would say on your face, in front of everyone, in front of the camera, he would abuse you like, and he would not just abuse you, he will shake you from your core. And he would say things which he actually observed in you. And he would say things that, first of all, majority of the guys would come there just for the girls. या वो एक्ट्रेसेस बनना जिसको रहता है, और जो मॉडल्स होती हैं वही आती हैं, तो लड़की पटाएंगे वहाँ पे हम जाके. तो majority of the guys come for that. And he would rip you off, like he would just like tear you apart in front of everyone. कि आपका जो एक ईगो रहता है ना, वो तो बचेगा ही नहीं. लड़की तो छोड़ो, आप लड़का नहीं पटा सकते उसके बाद. लड़की तो बहुत दूर की बात है. Like literally, if you are a straight guy, एक लड़का आपसे दोस्ती कर ले उसके बाद वही बहुत है. क्योंकि he will show you the mirror that who you are. So at that time, people were like against him. No one had balls to like say anything in front of him. But बाहर जाके गालियों पे गालियाँ, उल्टी सीधी बात करना. And I always thought, this man is actually, he's not wrong, he's telling the truth. And मुझे भी बोला, बहुत सबको बोला, सब किसी को नहीं छोड़ा था. So I thought like, he's not wrong. Because he is teaching me how to face my struggle. Because आज तो हम पैसा देकर यहाँ पे क्लास में आए हैं. कल जब हम दुनिया में जाएंगे, जब स्ट्रगल करेंगे, ऑडिशंस के लिए जाएंगे, वहाँ तो पता नहीं क्या 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 बातें करते हैं. They would do your entire postmortem with everything. And if they will do that, how will we face that? And none of those people have become anything when they had this kind of attitude. I'm sure there can be good people as well, and the people have become good with the right attitude. And especially, that's why Hrithik Roshan, if you see, he studied there. Hrithik Roshan became Hrithik Roshan because his attitude from a very childhood, from a young age, because he was very weak in everything. That's our Indian Sylvester Stallone story. Very weak, very in everything, physically, mentally, in everything. So he struggled a lot. That is why his attitude was a learner attitude. He was not privileged. He still does not count himself as a privilege. If you see his attitude, you will find that he has a lot of insecurities still after working so much. If you will communicate with him and talk to him in person, you will find Hrithik, he is Hrithik. ये ऋतिक रोशन है. इसका कॉन्फिडेंस कहाँ है? इसकी वो कॉन्फिडेंस अपने काम में है बस. उसके अलावा he is very insecure because the way he is grown up. That is why he is Hrithik Roshan. And all of them, anyone who grows, they have worked a lot on them. They are not privileged. If you will find like, oh, today he has like a 2,000 crores of blah blah blah. Ask him if even one day he would think that I have 2,000 crores, so I should not work today, or I should not be disciplined today, or I should not follow my diet today, or I should not go and work out today. If he does not think like that, then who are you, man? Or I should not meet my sons today, or I should not, go for the promotion, or I should not act anymore, I should not improve myself anymore, I should not improve my language, I should not improve my dressing sense. Ask him. Ask anyone who are sitting at that level that they should not do it. So this is the learning. And now, why I said this about this point, why did I bring this? Because if you will, suppose if this is you, I don't know if you look like this, maybe. It's okay. I mean, okay. So I'll do the cuts and six-pack abs for Ghalib. Sorry, your six-pack abs are not looking like six-pack abs. I don't know what they look like, but anyway. Okay, fine. So now, if you don't have this thing right, it's a little brain, which is this. If you don't have this right and on point when it comes to as you're learning, and when you're a learner, you will absorb everything. And genuinely, guys, I will tell you one thing, that I am that. When anyone who teaches me anything, you ask the people who, when I ask questions and when I learn, you will find me like a sponge. Everything I'll absorb. Everything. And if you don't have that attitude, you will not just waste Kaizen, and you will not just waste your money and time here. 90 days are nothing. And this money is nothing. Because that luxury car which you drive, that is also a waste, and that is $500,000. Why that's a waste? You don't deserve that. You know that you don't deserve that. That's why you don't feel good about it. You're not confident about it. You don't deserve that. So that already you have wasted it. So I want to save all that waste in your life, all that time that you waste in your life. For that, we need to build this stronger. And to build this stronger and to make this flow state and subconscious mind strongest, you need to have this right. Be the learner. Any other question on this? On system 1, system 2 and flow state? Any other question? Yes.
So that's distraction.
Distraction. That's not a flow state. If you don't know the meaning of, I say always, like in prayer, we have spoken in Ramadan, you remember, if you don't know the meaning of what you're studying, what you're reciting and what you're reading, your brain is not connecting. You're just doing it because your parents did and their parents did. You're not connected to that. It's just a distraction. Again, guys, when it comes to religion, it's my personal point of view. Please don't attack me on that. Oh, Yasser says this and that. It's just my personal opinion. You can do whatever you want. Please hang upside down and then pray. If you think that works, do it. Maybe that works for you. It doesn't work for me. If I don't understand the meaning of it, I don't do it. I don't do it. No matter where it's written and who says what, I'm not going to follow it. And that's just me. Again, that's me. Please let me go to hell or heaven, wherever I deserve. You don't go. You don't follow me there. That is with me and my God. But you need to understand that every religion teaches you to become stronger when it comes to your subconscious mind. There is no, so don't blame the religion, blame your understanding. If you just depend on conscious mind and don't fix your subconscious mind, it's not the religious fault. It's your fault of not understanding it. And when the religions were built, that time the languages and everything was different. Now, if you are just following the same thing after so many thousands or hundreds of years, that is your problem. You need to evolve and make it as per this time and connect with the universe from this energy. Yes, someone, yes.
The flow state also can be dependent on your body's chemical.
Yes, 100%. I mean, flow state will be later, but your conscious and subconscious mind will be dependent on your body's chemical state, right? If you are on medication, if you are on, if you're in pain, if you are, because you will, your mind is influenced by that. So suppose if you're feeling low, your mind will if you feel confident, your mind will capture that. And your flow state will build from there. Why? My very, maybe 10, 15 years or still, that's my self-talk constantly. So self-talk builds your subconscious mind, right? So consciously you have a self-talk and it will start building your subconscious. I can do it, I will do it, I am this, I am that. But putting into work, everything what I say, I put into work and then believe like, yes, actually my handwriting is good. Yes, actually my, I'm learning piano and it's going to, I will become better eventually. And I will learn, I don't need to give up. I'm not going to give up. I'm not I don't give up, I never give up. So things like that, if you say constantly, consciously you speak, subconscious will adapt it. Then you put into work and make sure that you show that what you're saying is actually, you're not giving up. You will, even no matter how much you say, you will still have that thought of every day until this is a very good point. Wow, amazing.
Was that flow state?
No, that was not flow state. That's a conscious thinking. This is called conscious thinking system 1. I will have thoughts of me giving up every day until it's here. This is what? Hard, difficult. This is hard, difficult. Be it discipline, be it anything what I am doing. Be it nutrition, training, me learning piano, recording my vlogs, editing. Everything will be this hard. You guys joining Kaizen and you will have the thought of giving up every day. Every day. Why am I doing this? Why? And when you have that thought, analyze. If I give up, what I will become? The same I was. If I don't give up, this hard, I can guarantee you. And that is my guarantee. Guarantee. There are people who can vouch for this. This hard will become easy for you when it reaches here. This is easy. There are people, all the YKs and the people who have done Kaizen, they will tell you that this hard will become easy. And until it's not easy for you, this routine, you keep doing this. Once this becomes easy, then I have the next plan for you. Then we will have something plus hard, then plus hard, then plus hard, then plus hard. That's life. That's what it is. Yes, of course. So ego depletion happen here. This is ego depletion, system 2. When it goes in system 1, there is no ego depletion then. It will happen, but naturally, like you literally have no energy in your body, that's why it's happening. Not like you are filled with all your burger and pizzas, then again you have ego depletion. So this process becomes when you transfer from here, and this is the part of neuroplasticity when we'll learn. That's why I'm telling you guys that what is coming in this program is so special and so good that you will be prepared. Not just, I'm not even talking about weight loss and all that. You will be prepared for so much more when it comes to business, when it comes to relationship, when it comes to just working on yourself and people around you. You will just not make your life good, you will make other people's life good also. You will become a better human. So do not miss any of these sessions. And I have seen there are 2, 3 people I think came late. So please come on time. I don't want to take names right now because we have wasted enough time last week, and if still you don't understand, मैं बोल लूँ पहले, आपका question सुन लूँगा. Still if we still have to talk about that, you come on time and this and that, it will be a lot of waste. Yes.
So when we dream at night, there are certain times when we are dreaming about whatever we are subconsciously thinking. Certain people also have ideas when they dream. So it can be both. Yeah.
Really?
Yes. Not.
People get ideas when they dream?
Yeah. So people even have dream journals. Yes.
Sorry, what?
New stage.
Dream journals.
They come up with something. Yes. It has happened.
I mean, they can have dream, whatever they dream, they can write it down, that you can, but you get the ideas. I mean, that's just flow state with your that's a subconscious. Dream is subconscious. You're sleeping, it's a subconscious state.
So let's say you dream about something random which doesn't really make sense, right? I mean, it happens to all of us. So what's that? Where
Subconscious. Dreams are subconscious. That also in the next Kaizen, because these things are not that important right now for you to understand. Let's fix the conscious and subconscious first. Dreaming and sleep and all that we'll do in the next Kaizen, because we don't have enough time to finish in these 12 weeks. That will come later. And guys, please understand, just a second. Anything what I tell you that we'll do later, it's not like I don't want to teach you. I can teach you. But your brain needs to be step by step. If I will give you that, we will spoil this. Because now you can see that after discussing, still there is a confusion. This is a second week. With constant efforts, me creating vlogs, videos, sending messages, you studying in the first one. Second week, there is still confusion. So these are not small topics to just go through it. You don't go through it because you have to implement it. Yes. सिस्टम 1 आपने कहाँ ड्रीम में तो नहीं सुना था ये डे ड्रीमिंग हो सकती है ना वहाँ से सुन लिया When did I say emotional eating is system 2? I mean, did I say system 2 is emotional eating? Thoda, see, what we are covering right now, guys, it's very deep, it's very important. I would love to teach thousands of people at the same time, inshallah, one day, but this is not some, and inshallah we will reach to that point that we'll be teaching thousands of people the same things. But understand, this is not that you learn, aap pass ho gaye and then you leave the book. No, it's not about the book, it's about you living with this. So this is something I'm giving you like a backpack, and we are putting one by one each box, and you need to live your life with this. So that's why I want to cover the essentials first in this Kaizen. Of course, those are also essentials, and as I said, first let's make this hard simple, easier for you, then we'll bring other hearts. There are other essentials also, step by step. So we will try and cover at least six topics, but if you will not have that speed of improving that what I expect, it's okay, no problem. We'll do maybe 5, we'll do maybe 4, That's okay. So this is just the first one. Do not miss your next session. Next session is going to be about your neurogenesis. That's very interesting. One of my favorite topics, starting neurogenesis, neuroplasticity. But we will focus on neurogenesis. Anyone who is traveling, make sure that you attend online. Do not miss it, because if you will come next time, you will be again lost. And no one has that much time that to explain you again the whole thing. Okay? We are done with this. Discussion's over. Thank you very much. We have a small yoga, the stretching opening class. कौन सी opening class है भाई? What do you call it, Sanjana? Deep stretching. Deep stretching. I'm just in my brain right now. So I was about to say flow state class. Deep stretching class. So let's do it. And have a lovely weekend, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much.